Welcome. I'm Stephanie Losi, leader of the team that created State of Design and Make, Autodesk's first global annual longitudinal research report about the state of our industries, and I'm here to give you an overview of the project and top insights from the report. First, a bit of background. Being seen as a trusted partner is a vital differentiator for Autodesk. We believe that sharing our vision and thought leadership helps us to bridge that gap. Defining our terms is never a bad idea, so I'd like to take a moment to share our definition of the term. Here's how we define thought leadership at Autodesk. The inspires action part is not in Merriam-Webster's definition, but it's important. We want to inspire some form of action or equip our audiences to take action. So when we were creating the questions for our first ever global survey, we embarked on a 3-month discovery period. We conducted research to find out exactly what kinds of insights our customers, particularly leaders, would most value from us. And we surveyed leaders in product design and manufacturing, as well as the other industries we serve, and here is what they said. While they enjoyed Autodesk's forward-looking innovation content, they lacked actionable insights to inform their business decisions in the 1 to 3 year timeframe. This is the kind of perspective that would make them perceive us as a true partner. They also said they can see the same macroeconomic trends as their peers and can decide the best course for their own businesses, but they wanted to know more about the bets their competitors were making. That way, they can ensure that if they're wrong and their peers are right, they won't eat their lunch. The discovery research also helped us find the sweet spot between the topics our target audiences were interested in and the ones where Autodesk had the greatest credibility. Finally, we spoke to futurists and conducted workshops with internal subject matter experts to identify the questions that would generate those actionable insights leaders wanted. We designed the study to uncover trends in our industries on the topics of business resilience, talent, and sustainability. With this information in mind, we decided to survey more than 2,500 executives and senior decision makers in architecture, engineering and construction, in product design and manufacturing, and in media and entertainment. Across all 3 regions, with a good mix of small, medium, and enterprise businesses, in 8 languages, using a mix of internal, external, quantitative, and qualitative data. We fielded the survey, and here are the top insights. I'd say this is the top finding of the report. 38% of the leaders overall who responded to the survey reported their companies as being more digitally mature. It was these leaders who reported that when COVID hit and they had to take their businesses virtual almost overnight, they were prepared. They reported their companies as being higher performers and said they plan to make even greater investments in the next 3 years in more areas. Here's where D&M respondents landed in terms of where their companies are in their digital transformation journey. 30% of respondents reported that their organizations were more digitally mature. This was less than the worldwide average I mentioned of 38%. 22% of respondents reported that their company is in the early stage of its digital transformation journey, and 48% found their company is right in the middle of the effort. Meanwhile, 23% said their company is approaching the goal, and 6% said their company has achieved the goal. In the survey question, digital transformation was defined as the digital conversion of data and processes. Leaders and experts in consumer products were the most likely to report that their company was more digitally mature. Leaders and experts in additional manufacturing sectors were the least likely to say that their company was more digitally mature. Here's a breakout of exactly what kinds of investments leaders in D&M industries are prioritizing over the next 3 years, from technology to data management and analytics, to developing new products and services and product or service innovation. Here are the D&M numbers for performance. 48% of D&M respondents identified their company as top performers, rating their company's performance in the last year as exceptional or above average. This was slightly less than both AEC and M&E respondents who rated their companies higher. 56% of leaders and experts in the D&M sector said they were confident in their company's ability to handle unforeseen events. This was lower compared to 62% of AEC respondents and 60% of those in M&E. Respondents from the D&M industry said the top benefits of digital transformation are reduced costs, the ability to launch products more quickly, and the ability to simplify planning and make better business decisions. Among all industries, the top benefits cited were reduced costs, increased innovation, and the ability to launch products more quickly. Not only was digital transformation an enabler, a whopping 76% of D&M respondents said that the future growth of their company depends on them. Here's that statistic broken out by D&M industries and contrasted with AEC and M&E respondents, whose numbers are even higher. As for talent, leaders are reporting enormous change there as well. This data point illustrates the challenge facing leaders in design and make industries. Think about what these leaders are saying. They're saying that the upheaval of the last 3 years has had a greater impact on the workforce than all the changes in the quarter century before that, including the rise of the internet, email, smartphones, mobile apps, and cloud computing. Leaders and experts say talent, more than any other factor, is the top challenge facing their companies. Here are more specifics about the talent changes faced by D&M respondents, from an aging workforce to company cultures that are too slow to adapt to the younger generation's needs. When survey respondents were asked to identify the most important technical skills for their company's workforce over the next 3 years, those working in automotive and other transportation companies emphasized innovation and business development more than those in other industries. D&M leaders say that they will address these issues by investing more in technology-focused training, among other things. As far as sustainability is concerned, D&M companies lead the way when it comes to several sustainability initiatives. These include decreasing waste from production or using more recycled materials, designing products in light of their environmental impact, and developing or investing in more energy-efficient processes or machines. As a whole, 80% of design and make respondents said they consider sustainability to be a good long-term business decision. This is not what we expected to hear. In our experience, business leaders are still thinking about sustainability in terms of compliance with regulations, a sort of tax on their business, more than an opportunity for business growth. But that's not what they said. Perhaps even more surprisingly, 55% think that improving sustainability practices is also a good short-term business decision. In discussions about sustainability, we often hear that companies won't take action until it's good for their bottom line. But what we're hearing is that most think sustainability is already good for business. And I think that's good news, no matter what industry you work in. Thank you for joining this presentation. And now we'll move on to discussion.